Hello, my name is Sarah Thrower. I'm the Youth Associate at the Maxwell Park Library with the Tulsa City County Library System, and I am here to talk to you today about the theme, the Kids Read Curious World theme for November, which is Knights and Castles. What I found was on a blog called The Brooding Hen, and I'll show that to you, was mini bow and arrow. And this isn't one of the kits that you can pick up at a library, but call your favorite library and ask them, do you guys have a Knights and Castles kit? And they probably will. But this you should be able to make with stuff you have around the house, because who doesn't have a stash of popsicle sticks laying around and a stash of like floss from the dentist that you don't use because you use the stick floss things. Anyway, so the stuff you should probably have around your house, and Q-tips. You can make a bow and arrow that actually shoots 15 and 20 feet, like when it's new. You can tell I've been playing with this one because the string is a bit loose, but it does work. So all in all, this craft, when you're making it, it takes about 5 to 10 minutes, so not very long, but it's like you make it a little bit and then it has to soak in water for an hour. And you make it a little bit more, than it has to dry for an hour. So it will take a little bit of patience, but once that's done drying, you're good to go. Anyway, I hope you enjoy making a mini bow and arrow. Don't point them at your brothers and sisters and pets, just disclaimer, and have fun. But when I found this tiny bow and arrow craft on broodinghen.blogspot.com, I was like, yes, this is what we're gonna do in November. So here's the website. Tiny bow and arrow. This has been online since 2010. It says what you need, the quick instructions, and boom, take cover. So have fun with the craft. We're gonna get right into it. So what you need to grab are a pair of scissors, or toenail clippers honestly will work too, because you will be cutting Q-tips for your arrows. Kids can do that, while grown-ups will need a sharp implement like an X-Acto knife, or you can try using the scissors, but I used an X-Acto knife, just heads up. But that is for the grown-ups in the room, because they are going to be cutting notches into popsicle sticks. Now, technically you only need one of each, but might as well have more. If we're gonna stem this out, do science experiments with what works, try different things. I had the best success with small, thicker popsicle sticks than with the bigger, slightly thinner ones. Can you see the difference? I don't know. So anyway, try different ones. You need something to write with, to write on that. At the very end, and not before that, you can decorate at the end. And I'll tell you why you have to wait. But the last thing you need, which your parents probably have a lot of, dental floss. And you're probably thinking, Sarah, are you not flossing? Why do you have all this extra floss? I do, I promise, but I use these things, which I may try to use that as a bow and arrow too, now that I think about it. So grab a thing of floss and all these things, and we can get started. First step is for the grown-ups in the room. Take one popsicle stick, put your sharp implement to the side and your writing implement, and just make 4 marks. They don't have to be perfect because you're going to cut them out. And I have an X-Acto knife, but whatever sharp instrument you have, use it. This, I just come at it and saw a triangle. Be very careful Children, watch how careful your grown-ups are being with the X-Acto knife. Okay, take out your scissors or toenail clippers and your Q-tips. These are going to be your arrows. So what you're going to do is just cut one end off and watch it fly. Boom! These are going to make great arrows. Stem it up, make different sizes. I don't want this one to fly away. Oh, it totally flew away. So you can see how aerodynamic these are. You can make as many as you want. Thankfully you have, you know, 2 per Q-tip. So. You know how they say patience is a virtue? So now we're gonna have to do something that's gonna have us wait a little bit. So I've got just a, you know, just a plate. Get something that your popsicle sticks can lay flat in, and pour some water in it. Make sure that your container that you're using is not going to leak all over the place. So paper plates, not so good. Styrofoam plates like this are fine. Something nice and flat. Get it all in there. And we wait for 1 hour at least. Okay, I let mine sit for about 1.5 hours, just, you know, to be cautious. So take them out. Be careful with your water. And we're gonna dry real quick. Gonna put this aside. So pat it dry. And I'm going to take some floss. Oh, let's just take your floss, get some, and you're gonna tie it. Oof. Wah! Be very careful. It seems like it's gonna break. Maybe bend it the other way. Okay. We're gonna tie this on first. And just take your time. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Make sure that's in the notches. And have it sit on one side. You're going to make sure that your string is only on one side. Okay. Wrap around, wrap around. Now bend. Bend, bend, bend. Try to keep it straight. It can be hard, but don't worry. Okay. Now that you've got it bent, you're gonna tie, tie, tie. And make sure it's on the same side. Like on the same side. Okay, I need to make a knot. There we go. And your string should be really taut, like no slack. Do another. Okay. Now, let it dry. I know you really want to use it right now, but when it dries, it'll be strong. And see how taut that is? That's ready. Don't decorate yet. I know I said you have to wait for decorating. You still have to wait, because if you use any pen on this, it's gonna, while it's still wet, it's gonna bleed everywhere. So, now that it's tight, let it dry. Okay, so it's been about an hour. It's pretty tight. Not moving. That's good. So I'm gonna cut this off. Now, you can decorate it now if you want. I'm not going to, because I just wanted to get this together to show you how it's done. See how the string is on that side. Remember how you tied it, because this will eventually get loose and you'll have to restring it. So keep your minty dental floss handy for later. So now let's test it. Alrighty, so we're staring at the corner of my office. I know that the target there being 6 feet away is not very impressive, but trust me when I say, when I tested the one that I made originally at the library, it shot 15, 20 feet, like clear across the library. You're not really going to get accuracy with this thing, but it's fun to see stuff shoot away. Now, you can tell that I have already tested this a little bit because the string is loose. When you first start, after this is dried all the way, this should be completely taut and straight. The more you use it, the looser your string will be. However, don't be afraid to completely remove the floss or ribbon or string or whatever you're using as your string and just restring the device. Just tie it and tie it. This is the first one that I made. I know it's not very pretty, but it served me well. And you can see without the strings, it stays put. Once it dries, it stays put. So don't worry about having to restring it, because you will have to restring it. Okay, so don't aim these at people or pets. Just know that cats will go for them for sure. So you can do it on either side. Although in the movies, I always see them with a string, like doing it on the right side. But yours is little, so you can just do whatever comes naturally. Mo, please get away from the target. Ah. Okay. So I hit one and it went into the garbage. That's the little garbage bag. And I was impressed by it. Anyway. But let's see if I can. Oh, no, it almost missed. Okay. Only got like 3 more. Like 3 more. Oh, Mo picked up one, so that's good. Oh, it's really tiny. And I missed. So, I'm gonna try it. So I was testing it earlier, and it was not impressive. So I thought, oh, let me try to hit into the trash. No. Well, that's okay. Let's see if Mo puts it in the trash. Knock it in the trash, buddy. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Almost, almost. Oh. Yay! Thank you, Mo. Yes, finally.